Welcome. Welcome to C Fundamentals. In this session, we'll discuss about the character set used by the C language and what are the valid identifiers according to the C language and what are the keywords and what is the difference between identifier and keyword. So every language is made of some characters. Every language, including the natural languages like Telugu, English. So in the case of English, you have alphabets from A to Z, digits from 0 to 9 are also possible. Okay, they are the digits actually, not part of the English language, but numerically 0 to 9 digits are valid and you can combine these digits to form numbers, Arabic number system. In English, you have alphabets, punctuation marks, etc. Similarly, in Telugu language, you have Achulu, Hallulu, Vottulu, etc. etc. So any language is made out of the character set, some character set. Programming languages are based on three character sets: ASCII, EBCDIC, and Unicode. ASCII, EBCDIC, and Unicode. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. EBCDIC stands for Extended Binary Coded Decimal Interchange Code. Unicode stands for Universal Character Encoding. Of these two character sets, all the languages use this ASCII character set. But recently the languages have changed or at least try to include this Unicode character set also. One of the issues with the American Standard Code for Information Interchange or ASCII code is it has only 8 bits. It uses only 8 bits to represent characters. With 8 bits, you have 2 to the power of 8 characters. That means total of 256 characters are possible. Okay, for programming language like C, it may be sufficient. But what happens? The language wants to support natural language characters also. So require more bits. So that's why you have this Unicode. There are many variants of Unicode actually. So one which we consider is which uses 16 bits. Using this Unicode, the advantage here is using Unicode, you can represent characters from the natural languages also. So C also, recent versions of C actually started supporting Unicode. If you consider Java, etc., are based on Unicode only. But recent versions of C, like C11, supported Unicode. Earlier versions used only ASCII. So ASCII is a 7-bit character set. Later it is extended. Nowadays it is called as extended ASCII, which uses 8-bit character set. Initial versions used only 7 bits. So characters from 128 characters can be represented. Each character takes some value within this range, 0 to 127. So C uses uppercase letters, lowercase letters. That means it differentiates uppercase letters, lowercase letters. So that means C is case sensitive, and it uses digits 0 to 9 and also some special characters. So all these requires representation, and it uses 7 bits to represent these characters. 7 bits to represent the characters. So all the programming constructs of C, including variable names, constants, function names, are formed using characters of the ASCII character set. Whatever may be the name, it can be a variable name, constant name, function name, etc. We'll study what is variable, constant, and function in the next coming sessions. But all these things will have names. All these names are made out of the characters of the ASCII character set. Or in simple terms, these are the characters which can be used to create programs in the C language. The entire any C program, whether it is 2-line program or 10,000 line program, will contain only these characters. Special characters we'll see. So these are the possible or permitted special characters: plus, equal to, star, slash, etc. These are some of the characters. These are some of the special characters. So A to Z, capitals, small a to Z, 0 to 9, and then special characters. Identifiers and keywords. Okay, in C language, you will be using variables, constants, names, etc. Constants and then functions, etc. But how do you identify each one? Suppose you want to have two variables. How to differentiate between them? So that means you should have different names for that one. That different names is nothing but the identifier. That different names is nothing but the identifier. So identifiers are nothing but the valid names. Identifiers are the valid names given to various programming constructs like variables, constants, arrays, functions, etc. They are the valid names. They are the valid names. You should use only valid names. So rules for forming an identifier. What are the rules? Okay, it is a valid identifier. How do you form it? So the identifier consists of letters and digits combined with the condition that the first character must be a letter. So that means the first character must be a letter followed by letter or digit. Followed by letter or digit. You can have any number. Usually it is limited to 31, total of 31 characters. It varies from C implementations. One compiler may support only 8 characters, the other one may support 32 characters. Okay, it varies. But an identifier should start with the letter followed by combination of letters and digits. And the underscore character is also permitted. Underscore character is considered as equivalent to a letter, but it is recommended that you don't start with the underscore, because underscore identifiers, or the identifiers which start with underscore have some significance. They are used for some special purpose. That's why it is not recommended, but it is not invalid to start with the underscore. So you should start with either the letter or the underscore, followed by combination of letters, digits, and then this underscore. So these are the valid identifiers, some of the examples. So you can see A, B12. So all are starting with the letter only. Here you can see it started with underscore, though it is not advised to use this type of variables, but it is valid. So you can insert underscore like this. And remember, C is case sensitive. So say A and capital A, both are different. Okay. Please remember that point. That's where many programmers commit mistakes. So these are not valid identifiers. Why? It is starting with a digit. So every identifier should start with only letter, but it's starting with digits 4AB. That's why it is not valid. And then here you can see it is enclosed in double quotes. So in any way it is starting with the double quote. So it is not valid. A minus B. It is not underscore. A minus B. A minus B. So minus is not permitted within the valid identifier. Here also this is not permitted because there is space in between. There is space in between. If you don't have space, it's okay. If you remove the space, it's okay. So the length it varies from one C implementation to another C implementation. Keywords or reserved words, or keywords or reserved words are those which have predefined meaning. In some books they are referred to keywords, in some books they are referred to reserved words. But anyhow, whatever may be the case, keywords or reserved words are those which have predefined meaning. That means they have some special purpose. They have some predefined meaning. The already meaning is defined by the language. So you have to use it for only those intended purposes. Keywords are to be used only for the intended purposes. Like for, which stands for loop actually. So we'll see different keywords also. Here you can see the keyword list. These are the keyword list. They have some special significance. So here you can see for indicates the starting of the for loop. Float, which is used to declare what are called as real variables. Int, you can see to declare integer variables, etc., etc. Okay. So list is not extensive. You can easily remember. As you practice, you can easily remember. So that is regarding character set. C uses ASCII character set. Recent versions started using Unicode also. And then identifier, it should start with the letter. Followed by combination of letters, digits, and underscore characters. And then keywords which have some intended purpose, you should not use them as identifiers. you should use them only for the intended purpose. Thank you. Thank you very